God, he's badass. Poor Naruto, dude. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Josh. Welcome to the channel. We are getting back into Shippuden today. Last time we had an epic lore drop. The GOAT, Naruto's mother, Kushina. Man, what a woman, dude. What a woman. I might have fallen in love with Kushina a little bit. Just kidding, Bethany. You have my heart and soul. Bethany's my girlfriend, if any of y'all are new or don't know. But yeah, y'all, I can't say how much I enjoyed the last episodes. And like I said at the end of the review section last time, I am extremely nervous and not looking forward to seeing how this family is torn apart with Madara. Yeah, like, it was so wholesome last time, but as they introduce Madara back in the equation, I'm just like dreading it, man. I'm dreading it. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna have to rip the band-aid off. I am. But if y'all enjoy my misery, drop me a like, comment, subscribe to follow on for more, y'all. We need more people here to watch me suffer. But all jokes aside, loving this series, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this one, and let's go ahead and watch some Shippuden together. Oh, no title card? Oh, little Naruto. Little baby Naruto. Healthy babies. That's how it's gotta be. He even had the whiskers right when he was born. Oh, you fucker. Don't you touch him. Dude. God, he's a piece of shit. Oh no. Man, came into the world and experienced immediate chaos. Yellow flash, baby. Yeah. Damn, dude. Holy shit, dude. Dude, he's so cool. God, imagine going through this shit right after you give freaking childbirth. You selfish bastard, Madara. God, I feel so bad for Naruto, man. Damn, that's cool. Oh my god. Is she gonna die from this, man? God, dude, the first episode of all Naruto is gonna hit so different. So she's alive, that's good. Oh no. Oh, thank God, dude. Minato. Oh, of course, that's all she cares about, man. Guys. Oh, I'm beyond hype. Oh, puts her right next to him. God, he must be so freaking worried, dude. Could imagine just being the dad in this situation as well. I mean, each of them are all just getting such a shit situation put on them. God, he's badass. Yo. Guy always has pent up energy. Man, Kakashi can sense it, man. Is that Itachi with Sasuke? Sorry, Toby knows, man. He summons it like right in the middle of the city, dude. Oh, damn. Wow, look at this design. Very cool. He's getting his fit. Dude, he looks a lot more like Lee in that. Dude, what a cool shot. Oh, dude. I have goosebumps from him just showing up. Oh. Damn, bro. Smooth. Gotta protect those statues. God, this teleportation shit's crazy. Dude, this face-off, bro. That's insane. Yeah.
三代目直轄の暗部をやり過ごし、最高機密の結界をくぐり抜け、出産時にキュービの封印が弱まることを知っている。さらにはキュービの封印を解き、手なずけ、そして
Yeah, Minato's quick with it.
に引っかかることなく出入りできる忍び。俺の知る限りでは一人しかいない。うちはマダラなのか。
Are we gonna get to see, dude?
いや、そんなはずはない。彼は死んだ。
Let me see his face.
どうだろうな。この際、あなたが何者なのかはいい。だがなぜこの葉を狙う。言うならまぐれであり、計画でもあり、戦争のためでもあり、平和のためでもある。どちらにしろただものじゃない。キュービのコントロール能力、2代目や俺以上の時空間忍術。
Yeah, bro.
お前らに希望はない。
Dude, he's so quick.
肉体、こちらの物理攻撃は効かず、奴の攻撃時は実体化する。つまり相打ちのタイミングしか狙えないということ。そしてキュービの口寄せ時間を考えると、奴も長時間の戦闘は望んでいない。
Dude, Minato's crazy analytical.
相手より一瞬早いかで決まる。
Slow-mo, dude. Damn. The OG Rasengan. Get his ass. Come on. Oh. Yo, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, get fucked, boy. Yeah, do the goo. There it is again. What is he, dude? Dude, he's so cool. Now it's just a nine-tail. Still dangerous, I assume. Damn, y'all, that was crazy. Hold on, I gotta go back to that scene. God, that frame's dope. God, he's so cool, dude. I can't stand it. Oh, damn. Here comes all the deaths. Naruto.
なぜ避難所でおとなしくしていなかった。母さんのことは父さんに任せて、お前は早く逃げろ。やだ、父ちゃんと母ちゃんを置いて一人だけ逃げたくなんかない。僕が母ちゃんを守る。ガキが図に乗るな。子供を守るのが親の役目だ。キュービを城壁から外へ追い出すのじゃ。
Oof. Swatted like flies. Yeah, dude, we haven't seen the Monkey King in a minute. Dude, when he summoned that against Orochimaru, that's like one of my favorite parts of the OG Naruto. Yo, that's so cool. Man, he pushed it that far.
Minato,
he had his hands full, brother.
さすが4代目ホカゲ。この俺に適時をくれ。キュービを引き離すとはな。だがキュービはいずれ俺のものになる。俺はこの世を滑るもの。
Oh, you shut up.
あの感じ、嘘で言っているんじゃない。4代目が来るまで足止めをかけろ。
Dude, was that scene like the opening scene of the first one they say that? I think I remember that.
いいか、お前ら若い世代はキュービに近づくな。
どういうこと？
これはただただの戦争ではなく、後内のごたごただ。お前たちが命を懸けるものではない。
勝手なこと言うな。
しつけくれない。
お前だって忍びだ。いつまでも生きている。
This guy's interesting looking.
だが娘よ、お前はせめて
Oh, it's his daughter.
火の意志を託せ。それを父との約束にしてくれ。信頼してるぞ。
ひどい。口寄せの術。
There he is. Gamma. Damn, so this is when he decides already, man.
取ったんだのか。あっちか。
Did he bring Kushina too?
チャクラがもう。
私はまだやれるわ、港。
Dude, she's a beast.
クシナ。
起こしちゃったわね。ごめんね。
クシナ。
このままキュービを引きずり込んで死ぬわ。そうすればこの先キュービの復活時期を伸ばすことができる。少ない私のチャクラであなたたちを助けるにはそれしかない。今までいろいろありがとう。
Poor Naruto, dude.
4代目ホカゲにしてくれた。君の男にしてくれた。
Aww.
それ
みんなとそんな顔しないで。私は嬉しいの。あなたに愛されている。それに今日はこの子の誕生日なんだから。何よりもし私が生きてて家族3人で暮らしてる未来を想像したら。
What could have been, man?
想像。
Yeah, for real, dude. Would have been such a loving family.
心残りがあるとすれば大きくなったナルトを見てみたかったな。
クシナ、君がキュービと一緒に侵入する必要はないよ。その残り少ないチャクラはナルトとの再会のために使うんだ。君の残りのチャクラを全てナルトに封印する。
Damn, dude.
そしてキュービは俺が道連れにする。人中力でない俺ができる封印術は式封陣だ。
でもあの術は10社が。
それにもう一つ、俺に封印するキュービは半分だけ。これだけの力は物理的に封印しきれない。そして戦略的にもできない。
He knows of the risk.
復活まで人中力が不在となって比重バランスが崩れてダメだ。式封陣なら俺と一緒にキュービを半分だけ永久に封印できる。だから、キュービのもう半分は。
もしかしたらお前が予言の子なのかもしれんの。
何がです？
の世界はおそらく大変なことになる。その時の救世主がその予言の子だ。
ナルトに封印
Believed in him, man.
で封印でね。君の言いたいこともわかる。でもジライア先生が言っていた世界の変革のこと、そしてそれに伴って起きる災いのこと、今日確信したことが2つある。君を襲った面の男、奴は必ず災いをもたらす。そしてそれを止めるのはこの子だ。
Naruto.
ジライア先生が名付け親のこの子、人中力として未来を切り開いてくれる。なぜかそう確信したんだ。
港、でも
式封陣。
Damn, bro. There it is.
この子を信じよう。なんたって俺たちの息子なんだから。
This is putting the will of fire to the next level, y'all.
式封陣だ。
この式封陣の後、君のチャクラをナルトに封印する。キュービの人中力として力をコントロールしようとした時、君が助けてあげてほしいんだ。
Man, he set all this up so quickly, man. What a beast.
ナオモニをナルトには背負わせたくない。
Damn.
それになんで式封陣なんか。私が大きくなったナルトに会うため、それもほんのわずかな時間のために。
Yeah, it's
なんてないじゃない。
so self-sacrificial for her.
守っていてほしかったのに、なんで。美獣バランスのため、国のため、里のためにナルトが犠牲になることないじゃない。私なんかのためにあなたが犠牲になることないじゃない。
国を捨てること、里を捨てること、それは子供を捨てるのと同じことだよ。国が崩壊した君ならそのことがよくわかるだろう。国を持たない人と
Damn, man.
どれほど過酷な人生を強いられるか。それに俺たち家族は忍びだ。
So much duty here, man.
いたところで君には勝てない。
Naruto needs his mom, man.
である君がナルトへ伝えられるものに。
Oh, I love that, man. Just makes last episodes that much more powerful.
だよ。これは君のためだけじゃない。ナルトのためにやるんだ。
Hmm.
息子のためなら死んだっていい。それは父親でもできる役目だ。
Yeah. Ah, the determination in their eyes.
三代目様、どうなったんです。ダメじゃ。はった結界のせいで入れる。四代目ホ。
The first time he says, "Damn you, fourth Hokage."
体がしびれる。ここまで 重いチャクラだとは。
おのれ、やはり式風神のようじゃ。本当に使うとは。
しかしまだキュービが封印しきれなかったのか。小さくはなったが。
よし、あとは八卦封印だ。キュービをナルトに封印する。
儀式用の台座、わしをまた封印する気か。しかもあんなガキに。
クシラ、大丈夫。
Don't you freaking touch him. Do they just both take it?
これは父親でもできる役目だって言ったのに。
じゃあ母親ならなおさらでしょ。
Damn.
子供がいるのか。かばったんだ。貴様ら。
夫婦喧嘩で私初めて見て分かったわ。それだけあなたが本気だってこと。
ありがとう、クシナ。血寄せの術。
There he is.
キュービ
ゲロトラ、お前に封印式の鍵を渡す。その後すぐに。
God, man, them impaled right now. Crazy.
港のやつ、自分の子を人中力にして里を救うつもりじゃ。確かに鍵は預かった。なら行くけんの。
これで安心だ。
God, the Reaper, bro.
クシナ、もう命が持ちそうにない。そろそろ八卦封印を。やるよ。俺のチャクラもナルトへ少し組み込みたいんだ。当分は会えない。今ナルトに言いたいことを言っておこう。
ナルト、好き嫌いしないでいっぱい食べて大きくなりな。
These parents, man.
お風呂には毎日ちゃんと入って温まること。それと夜更かししないでこと。
There's a mom right there.
作りなさい。たくさんじゃなくていいから。
Yeah, just a few really good ones.
数人でいいの。お母さんは苦手だったけど勉強や忍術しっかりやりなさい。ただし得意不得意が誰しもあるものだから、あまりうまくいかなくても落ち込まないでいいからね。アカデミーでは先生や先輩のことを敬いなさい。それと大切なこと、忍びの参勤について、特にお金任務金はちゃんと貯金すること。お酒は20歳になってから。
Oh my goodness.
いては体に触るからほどほどにすること。
Shh, please.
なのは女、母さんは女だからよくはわからないけど、とにかくこの世は男と女しかいないから、女の人に興味を持つことになっちゃう。
Mm-hmm.
変な女に引っかからないようにね。母さんのような人を見つけなさい。それと最近といえば
They're already warning about the pervy sage.
から辛いこと、苦しいこといっぱいある。自分をちゃんと持ってして夢を持って、そして夢を叶えようとする自信。
Yeah, they knew it was going to be really hard for him.
もっと本当にいろいろなことを一緒に教えてあげたい。もっと一緒にいたい。愛してるよ。みんなとごめん。私ばっかり。
いいんだ、ナルト。父さんの言葉は口うるさい母さん。
You're nagging mothers.
同じかな、八卦封印。
ごめんね。あなたをキュービの器にしてしまった。
Just a brutal decision to have to make.
背負わせてしまった。あなたと一緒に生きてあげられなかった。愛情を注いであげられなかった。
謝らないでくれよ。俺は人中力だから。昔は辛い時もあったけど、父ちゃんも母ちゃんも別に恨んだことなんてね。そりゃ親の愛情ってのは正直よく分かんなかった。父ちゃんも母ちゃんもなかったからよ。なんとなくしか。でも今は分かる。自分の命を
Yeah.
目にくれた父ちゃんと母ちゃん、俺の器にも9秒で先に愛情が入ってるってわ。だから俺も幸せだ。父ちゃんと母ちゃんの子でよかった。
ミナト、聞いてる？
That must be such a relief, yeah.
ちゃんとこの子に届いてたよ。ありがとう。私を母にしてくれてありがとう。
Aw.
ミナトを父にしてくれてありがとう。私たちのもとに生まれてきてくれて
Oh, that's so sad.
本当にありがとう。
Wow, y'all. Such a well executed backstory. Heartbreaking what Minato and Kurenai had to do. Kurenai. It's not Kurenai. Kushina. I don't know why I keep calling her Kurenai. It's not Kurenai. Sacrifice, the duty, man. Duty to their village, but like duty to their son, especially as their parents. Man, they had to like, that must have been so hard for them to like know they're putting such a burden on him, but like it was all they could really do to protect him and the village at the same time. Just terrible. Also, fuck Madara. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get in the review section here. Guys, it's been over a week since I've watched this because I got sick right after this. I was joking with the patrons. These episodes made me sick. Yeah, y'all, this not just 248 to 249, but from I guess 245 to 249 feels like such a iconic moment for this show. I think something that has always stuck with me in this show is just how much the fourth Hokage has lived in infamy throughout this series before even knowing the details of what he did on this day to save the Leaf Village, what he sacrificed to do it, what he had to overcome in terms of an antagonist, you know, the duties he fulfilled. It just makes him that much more amazing. I mean, I think ever since episode 1, I've always loved the idea, or almost like the little lore we had just on the opening of Naruto, and just how important that was for the opening to kind of set the tone of the series with the Nine-Tail, Naruto obviously inheriting that, but you know, kind of knowing that the fourth Hokage kind of was him, but we never really knew the full extent why. So he's always been, you know, one of my favorite characters in this series, despite not really knowing him. And you know, we get glimpses of what he looked like all the way back in classic Shippuden with the, you know, spiky blonde hair, and some parallels to Naruto. Naruto learning Rasengan, hearing a little bit about the fourth Hokage through Jiraiya, up until Kakashi's backstory and actually seeing Minato, learning his name. And I guess we didn't learn his name there, we learned it from Jiraiya and Tsunade. But yeah, like every time he's been on screen or there's been references to him in the show, it's always felt so sick to me, man. He's just such a cool character, and boy, in these episodes does he pop the fuck off, man. There's a few scenes in particular I love. Of course, him, you know, ripping all the loins off of Naruto when it's set with all the explosives. He does that so quickly, gets Naruto away, escapes, but after he, you know, saves Kushina as well, and he's putting on his fourth Hokage cloak, dude, he just looks so badass. You know, he has such resolve there. Him teleporting to like the top of the statues of the Hokages and looking over the Leaf Village, and the Nine-Tail just there and huge, just like, it's so intimidating to see the Nine-Tail in this state in the Leaf Village, man. It's just so cool. And quick shout out to the way they introduced the Nine-Tail after it gets summoned there, and like the cool art style. Just, it kind of gave it like a Godzilla Tokyo vibe kind of thing to me. I thought that was a really unique way to show or convey just how powerful this tailed beast is, and really how terrifying it would be for the village, the people of the village. But boy, did Minato, or the fourth Hokage, just not disappoint in these episodes. And surprisingly, we see such a direct confrontation between him and Madara. I kind of always thought that Madara would just like let it loose and like kind of, you know, maybe was controlling it from the background, but ultimately Minato overcame just the Nine-Tail and whatnot. But in this case, Minato goes toe-to-toe with Madara in multiple circumstances. One from trying to get Naruto as Madara is leveraging him against him, but on the top of the statue, trying to use his teleportation just to kind of put him in that limbo area. And that's like the fight. It's such like a quick, you know, fight of such small little, you know, magnitudes of, you know, whoever's going to get the quick little first touch on the other person really wins. Like Madara just needs to touch him and use his transportation. It's done. And Minato has to be so granular with his decision making here. His analysis is super impressive in these episodes. And dude, the moment where he uses his teleportation technique, what's he call that again? The flying Raijin or whatever. and then uses the Rasengan. The Rasengan looks so sick. Just destroys Madara, man. So freaking epic. That was probably gonna be like one of my favorite frames of this whole series is Minato using Rasengan and pushing or hitting Madara down into the ground. That was dope. Yeah, Minato just he really counters Madara in almost every sense here as best he can for, you know, kind of getting caught off guard in the beginning. He beats Madara in a one-on-one fight. He takes off the, I guess, the contract seal or whatever, the Nine Tail, and ultimately he splits the Nine Tails chakra and reestablishes the Jinchuriki to prevent Madara from having an easier path to gain the Nine Tail in the future again. So I can't speak highly enough of the fourth Hokage in these episodes. I mean, he's just so freaking badass. I mean, he has to be one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I don't know what y'all think, but he's goated, dude. He really is. I thought another really strong character in these episodes, and it kind of goes hand in hand with Minato, is Kushina and her role as a mother and being really victimized here, but still, you know, fulfilling her duty as a mother and what she needs to do in this situation. I love her final little speech to Naruto as they're saying goodbye to him. I love her, just her strength, man, like to be put in that situation and still trust your husband, your Minato, in the situation to kind of lead and direct to like what the necessary things are. I think there's such a strong theme of duty in these episodes. You know, there's duty as parents with Minato and Kushina sacrificing themselves to Naruto, you know, let Naruto live, to protect him after he's born, to sacrifice their lives to give him a future, but also duty as Hokages, shinobi, right? Not Hokage and shinobi, to protect the village. And I think that was an interesting little thing that got thrown in there, is that Minato says that like if you forsake your village or your nation, you're forsaking your child. And so there's like a shared balance of duty, not just as parents just to protect their kid here, which is, you know, the core duty of a parent is to protect and nurture and raise your kid, but as leaders of this village too. And there's a cross section there with protecting Naruto as well. And I love how there's a cross section there. I think a lot of times people would say you need to like choose one or the other. But it's interesting because for me, in the era that we're all living in, like it's so easy to be disconnected from your nation or your culture. You know, just the way that your nation runs, or maybe the sins of your nation. Is so easy to just be like, I don't care. I only care about myself and my loved ones. It's easier to do that. But in a grander sense, it's like if you really do love the people around you and want to entrust in the future generation, you need to care about your nation or what's going on in your nation, advocate for a better nation, protect your nation, etc. Obviously, there's a lot of gray area there, but I kind of like that there was this balance that was able to be found from Minato to, you know, set up a future for Naruto, not just as his kid, but as somebody who can help the village, somebody who can pass down faith in, both as a parent and for the village, the Leaf Village, and for Jiraiya's prophecy too, right? And like this looming darkness that he sees in Madara. He takes Madara very seriously here. He knows he'll be back, and he is willing and able to sacrifice himself. And I love how, kind of going back around to Kushina, how she doesn't let him just do this himself. She takes the hit with him as well to protect Naruto. It's a shared duty as parents. You know, the father role, I think, you know, often we'll do that first. It's kind of like the physical sacrifice, the protector, the provider. But Kushina here takes that shared responsibility and protects Naruto. The scene with the Nine Tails stabbing right through them is heartbreaking, man. And it's definitely the hardest part of these episodes, is to think of what could have been. Man, the love between Minato and Kushina as partners, their love for Naruto immediately after he's born, and just what they have to do to step up, their love for their village. Like they said, it could have been anything but a happy family. And it's really heartbreaking to think about what could have been for Naruto there, you know? And instead he has all this pain and struggle, and he would have had this to degrees, of course, but even more so as a Jinchuriki, they'd have put all this on him for so many different reasons. And it's just a really sad situation that immediately when he's born and their family's beginning, it has to be sacrificed right off the start. So really, really sad, but also just really heartwarming too, because after this is all told and Kushina is like apologizing to Naruto for making him a Jinchuriki and kind of knowing that they put him in a really bad spot as an individual, a lot of pain that he would have to overcome. Naruto is okay, right? He knows, even though he lacked the the parental figures in his life growing up, he didn't know what it was like to have a parent. He was very lonely because of being a Jinchuriki. He knows now just how much he is full of, how much his parents sacrificed for him, for the Leaf, and for his dream to even exist at this point. I love how much love he has for them, how he can recognize all their loving sacrifice for him. And I love how Kushina thanks Naruto for allowing Kushina and Minato to be his parents, even if it was just for that day or in these moments where their chakra that was sealed inside of Naruto is coming out. They don't take this like, a kid is automatically going to let you be their mother or father just because it's biological. It's, you need to earn that role to a degree. You got to live through what it means to be a parent, to be a father or a mother. And she doesn't take that lightly. I think a lot of really dysfunctional families often come from parents who have kids and it's more for themselves than the kids. And you can tell that Kushina and Minato are not that way. They are so humble and grateful to even had this day in this moment in the present time with Naruto. It's really beautiful. A couple other small things before we get into the character ratings. I want to say that I just love seeing the Leaf Village back then. Guy and Kakashi and all these other shinobi who are a lot younger. It's just really cool kind of seeing the Leaf Village at that time. The third Hokage coming in and stepping into that role temporarily while Minato's dealing with Madara. I thought that was really cool. We get Iruka in there and some of his story, of course. There's even some direct scenes, I think, from episode 1, just animated in the modern style. And it's just, really cool kind of the perspective we get here. And another small thing is when the Nine-Tail is extracted from Kushina, Madara is really impressed with the Uzumaki and how they don't die right away after they're extracted. In fact, Kushina shows so much strength and resilience to even start trying to seal the Nine-Tail inside herself again. Crazy. But yeah, to me, that line in there about the Uzumakis, and we kind of got this in last episodes about them, being really, I guess, having a long lifespan, having a lot of vitality to them. It seems like that's being set up for something more in this series. Even if it's a little bit on the nose about Uzumaki's not dying right after a tailed beast is extracted from them, is that kind of foreshadowing to that maybe happening to Naruto at some point with the Nine-Tail? Will Madara extract it from Naruto and Naruto won't die from it and be able to take it back or something? I could see that being a foreshadowing moment here, or there's just gonna be more to the vitality and lifespan that comes into play and importance later on here. All right, y'all, let's go and do the character ratings for MVP and best moment. I mean, honestly, I'm fanboying here. I think I kind of want to give it to two characters, but I just have to give it to Minato for both of these. MVP just as the best father here and the best Hokage possible. He's just so freaking strong. You can trust in him, have faith in him. He's calm, composed, collected. I mean, it's just everything you want to see in a leader. And of course, best moment for me is when he delivers the Rasengan onto Madara. So sick. But I do want to shout out that I think Kushina could easily get MVP as well. I don't think that either of them are better as parents in this predicament. I think they both sacrifice a lot. I think Minato just gets a little bit more of the center stage. So, but yeah, I love them two together in these episodes. We'll skip over the funniest moment to Sako. We'll give it to Madara, just kind of being the catalyst of all this conflict, obviously. And Madara is a little different in these episodes. It's interesting seeing this. Is this 15 years ago, was it? And you could tell he's a little bit more, he's a little less, I don't want to say less calm, but like he seems a little bit more like lustful for revenge in this scenario. He's like, you know how long I've waited for this, and he like gives like, you know, he's like kind of like giving like menacing, vengeful looks a lot. You can tell maybe he's a little bit more in his conquest for revenge here, you know, from being exiled from the Leaf Village and trying to like get vengeance in this scenario, versus now where I think we still obviously see that a lot in him. We all know that's his ambition, especially at this point where we know he wants to take over the whole world. But now he feels a little bit more mature in present day, right? Like he's more wise and like strategic almost. Like he's not revealing his hand quite as much. Whereas here, he just gets in the mix, reveals everything. I mean, maybe not everything, but like most of what his intentions are. And yeah, it's interesting that he's a little bit different, you know? But I liked his character in this too. Like when he had all the chains and stuff and the hood, he just, and the mask, he looks scary, man. He does. He's got some scary vibes to him. But yeah, yo, I think that'll do for this one. Iconic episodes. Yeah, I feel like this is always going to change if I rewatch episode 1, which I'm sure I will at some point. I have watched reactions to it, so maybe I have seen it a few times now. But I feel like at this point, going back and watching the first episode will like hit even different with that opening scene about the Nine-Tail attack on the Leaf Village. Iconic moment, iconic episode. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Let me know what y'all's favorite part was, your character ratings, if you would have had anything different or the same. Appreciate y'all joining me, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.